Hi, I'm Gift.
And I'm Glenn.
We the Choose You Real Estate team, and we go the extra mile to help you sell the home for more money and experience peace of mind.
Buying and selling real estate is one of the biggest financial commitments any family can undertake. Our goal is to sell each of our clients' home for the most possible money, netting you the highest return on investment in the shortest period of time. And this put together will give you peace of mind.
Interviewing the agent is the most also important step that you select the right agent to understand what you want, what you need, and connect with the agent. Communication, right, is also part of it because it's going to be a long process. For our goal to sit down with the seller and decide a custom plan for each of our clients, and we work together as a team to achieve that goal.
Getting the home ready for sale is critically important. Did you know that after you get a ratified contract, the buyer is going to get both an appraisal and a home inspection? We know all the pitfalls that you could fall into, and we help you avoid them. And the most important part is avoiding that up front, so down the road, which is only a short period of time, weeks, sometimes days, you don't get stuck in a panic mode having to scramble to have items fixed on your home.
I believe in staging. Believe it or not, when you go to the new home, you feel like, wow, this is, dream home, right? You want to have that in your house. Staging is very, very important. Of course, we'll work with you in your budget. I will highly recommend to work with the professional staging, but if you don't have enough budget, our service also including in there to help you stage veneer staging.
And then part of the staging process is being able to fix those items on the house prior to putting the house on market. You want to shine up your house, you want to look at the outside landscaping, you want to look at some of the items inside the house. Are there small little updates that need to be done? We also offer unsecured loans to help you fix those particular items in case you're cash strapped at the current moment. This loan can be paid off at the closing, no fuss, no muss.
Right. So in the same time, just remember, every buyer looking so many homes before they buy, right? They will compare your home just like they're looking at apple to apple, what price will be, what condition would be, prepare the home for sale and impress the buyer is the most important thing you should do. And I would say if you don't have enough budget at all, try to consider at least painting and carpet. That is the cheapest and most return investment, right?
Correct. And after that, you want to hire an agent that understands marketing. We understand marketing better than anybody else there. Case in point, real estate is a contact sport, meaning that you want to be able to get the direct mail out to people within your neighborhood. We also do telemarketing, we do text messaging, we do emailing. We have a specific database that narrows down the correct buyers who can afford your particular property. The more specific you are, the faster you're going to find that buyer who's going to take over your home. Remember, time is money, so we move fast with the marketing, and we are very comprehensive across all different types of marketing channels: social media, email, telemarketing, YouTube videos, anything that you could think of. We're going to go out there and we're going to be able to get that message out about your listing so people want to come out and look at your property.
So market your home, as you know, is very important. Not just you prepare the home for sale. Marketing part is your agent. That is, you already pay for the commission, and that's what their job to do it for you. So now we're talking about showing. Showing is because you maybe still live in the home, or if the house is vacant, of course, we'll work with the agent how to coordinate it. If you are living at the property, showing is very, very important. Make sure the toilet seat is down and the kitchen is clean, or if you have to hide some trash can or something, do that. Out of the sight, you want to impress the buyer. You want them to wow, and when they come in, they can imagine themselves live in the home without your personal property.
The time on market is really important. Generally, we sell, on average, a house in about 23 days. So from the time it goes on market to the time you start getting contracts is 23 days. Most of the time, if you follow all our steps, you can have an offer the first weekend the house goes on the market, because we draw in tens, sometimes we've had at particular open houses the first weekend, 60 different parties come through the house to look at a house. It is quite a sight to see. Now the offers come in. The very first step when offers come in is to make sure that the buyer is actually qualified. So we will call out to the buyer's lender and make sure that this particular buyer is solid and they have good finances.
The offer come in, you have a choice, right? You can accept the offer, counter offer, or reject the offer. That's part between you and your agent will discuss about the detail. Okay, now let's say we get Ratified contract. Now contact Ratified. Everything is the deadline, right? You have to make sure that is the contingency in place. Remember, the buyer will have the home inspection, right? At the inspection, they will have in the addendum that say they want licensed contractor to repair the property and provide the receipt. So we're gonna get that done, and then agent will remind you, okay, this is finished contingency, and then you have to go to financial contingency. How many days after Ratified contract is in paid? So. Ratified contract. This is a happy that you have selected the right buyer for your home, right? However, you're gonna be sure this is not just the end of the contract, because we have the buyer can get out from the contract 4 ways. One is the home inspection contingency. They have 7 to 10 days to do the home inspection. They will hire the inspector to find the problem at your property, and your job is to fix and hire a licensed contractor and provide the receipt for the buyer. So then we'll go through the appraisal, right? My job as your agent will usually prepare the CMA comparable to meet with the appraisal to make sure we can defend your price at the sale price and show the appraisal that is why we price the way we price, and we have some evidence. We'll repair your list of the upgrade, and we can show it to the appraisal, normally about 21 days of the contingency. Then some home have HOA. As a seller, you should provide them within Ratified contract. It can be within the 3 days after, or but the buyer have 3 days to review and void the contract. You don't want that to happen, right? So the last thing is the financial contingency. When the buyer approve, but they still, after Ratified contract, they have to send to underwriting. Underwriting will review all the documents and say, okay, it's clear to close, good to go, thumb up. That's what is the happy for the seller. Most sellers want that. And again, working with the right agent, they will give you the time frame and track that for you.
The buyer settlement company will then conduct a title search to make sure that there's no liens against your particular property. That could be mechanics liens or even liens that had occurred prior to you purchasing the house.
Title company also prepare the document for you to make sure you have a payoff for the loan and provide you a closing disclosure for you to review. And then the agent will go through with you if it's something that it is not the right number that you're not expecting to pay, then we can fix that before the closing.
Then after that, all the contingencies are going to be checked off to make sure that everything was either fixed or modified or repaired during the home inspection process, and then buyer will move through or schedule the final walkthrough.
So remember, the final walkthrough also can be another part of negotiation. If you don't do the correct repair, you don't want to have that problem. Sometimes, believe it or not, they can void the contract based on the final walkthrough.
So there's many things that can go wrong in the home selling process. There are a lot of pitfalls, there are a lot of gotchas, and working with a knowledgeable, experienced realtor is critically important so you can avoid those particular issues that could possibly come up. The whole goal between Gift and myself is to get you to the closing, get everything signed, make sure the buyer shows up so you can have your happy dance, which is collecting your check.
Working with knowledgeable agents who care. Look for your best interests. At the heart and central to your success, we are your agent. If you have any question about home selling process, feel free to contact us.
Thank you.
Thank you.